bored.
I am bored as well.
What do you want to do?
How about we play Atomopoly? It's fun and educational.
Atomopoly? What's that?
Well, it's that game, kind of like Monopoly, but themed after the periodic table of the elements.
That sounds fun. Let's do it. It'll be a whole new adventure.
Alright. So, okay, you start your game pieces off at go, and then each player will be given $1,500. Each dollar will be worth 1 AMU, or atomic mass unit. Each element on the board has a certain atomic mass, and that determines its price.
What exactly is an atomic mass unit?
One atomic mass unit is the mass, which is kind of like weight, but not exactly, of one proton. An atom is made up of 3 different kinds of particles.
Oh, I know this one! Protons, neutrons, and, elections?
Close. You got the first 2, protons and neutrons. They're about the same weight, and together they make up the nucleus, the center of the atom. And the last particle is the electron. Electrons are very small, more than 1,000 times smaller than protons. The little particles orbit the nucleus in something called an electron cloud.
So, I roll the dice, and then however many spaces they tell me to move, I move them, and then I pay for the thingy that I land on?
Correct. For example, boron has an atomic mass of 10.81 AMU. If you land on it and you want to buy it, you pay the bank $11, which is because we round to the nearest whole number. The buying, however, is not mandatory.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. So, what about these little brown things? What do they do?
These are valence electrons. They're kind of like houses in Monopoly, and they cost $100 each. In order for an element to reach an octet, it needs to gain or lose a certain number of electrons. When the octet is reached, you get a red block, which functions as a hotel in Monopoly. Each valence electron on an element increases the value of the element by $200.
What happens if I land on an element that you own? Like, if you owned nitrogen, would I have to pay you $14?
That is correct. Unless I had a valence electron on it. In which case, you would have to pay me $214 and $200 more per extra valence electron until I meet an octet.
Well, what happens when you meet an octet? You get a red block and you have your brown ones taken away, and then what?
The element reaches its full value. If you landed on my nitrogen and I had an octet on it, you would have to pay me $600 plus the original $14. Because nitrogen needs to gain 3 electrons in order to reach an octet. See, the different colors of the elements represent different families, and each family needs a different number of valence electrons to reach an octet, shown here. The green ones need to lose 1 electron, brown ones need to lose 2, and so on. There's a chart detailing how many electrons need to be gained or lost to reach an octet in the corners.
Oh, I like these purple ones! How many valence electrons do they need?
They're called noble gases. They have full octets naturally and don't need to react to gain or lose any more electrons. They are very unreliable because of this.
So if I bought one of those, would that mean I get an octet right away?
Absolutely. Noble gases are awesome. And if noble gas octet is worth $1,000 to anyone who lands on it.
And what about these boring black and white elements? Their numbers are all out of place. It goes 6, 7, 26, 8, 9.
These are transition metals. Transition metals have varying amounts of valence electrons necessary to reach an octet. For this reason, the 4 transition metals on the board work like railroads. If I bought 1 transition metal, it would be worth $100 to anyone who landed on it. If I bought a second one, they would each cost $200 to anyone who landed on it.
Alright, I think I've got it. Let's play.
Yes!
Ah, a paper cut. Ow, 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 ow. tasty.
What?
Do not eat the game pieces. That could have been really bad.
So my kids under 3 can't play. They'll start eating stuff.
Oh. Yay!
Oh, yes.
No!
I can't pay it. I can't pay it. I won. Can you believe it? I won.
Do you want to go get ice cream now?